Hey everyone, I'm back to working on my corpse for Halloween, for the haunted forest. And you're probably looking at this saying, oh man, I just totally ruined your skeleton. Well, that's because I want to turn it into a corpse. I wanted to add a little bit of bulk to his bones, make it look like some indication of some muscles. So I used everybody's favorite prop making tool, Great Stuff expanding foam. What else? Just cover the bones and everything. Pretty much everywhere I want to add some extra meat to his bones. And I went through about, it was probably 2 or 3 cans of that stuff. So, thing is, when you're using this stuff, if you haven't ever used it before, make sure you put plastic down. Make sure you wear old clothes, because if you get it on your clothes, it will not come off. So be very careful with this stuff. It is excellent for making props though. So, alright, that's it. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Okay, so I let the foam dry for a day, and then I went and shaped him. I just used a regular cheap old knife and cut through the foam. It worked very well. I would recommend using the cheap Great Stuff rather than the flexible stuff designed for windows, because that's a little bit difficult to cut. I wanted to try a couple different styles, but just the regular cheap Great Stuff expanding foam works very well. So I just wanted to give just an indication that there are some muscle tissue underneath his skin, you know, just to kind of bulk him up a little bit. And how much bulk you put on your corpse, if you're doing a project similar to this, is all entirely up to you. I actually went through afterwards and cut little chunks of foam out of it, just to give some indication that, okay, well, there's sores, and you know, this is obviously a decaying corpse. So it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, if it's not perfect, that it will actually turn out better, I believe. So that's where we're at so far. I didn't use anything special for this. A lot of people would use like a hot wire cutter or something. I just used regular cheap old knife, just like that. Just make sure to keep it sharp. Much easier to cut that way. Afterwards, I just used a rasp, cut through, went through and just kind of knocked down the edges made from the knife, and that worked very well. So the next step will be priming it and painting it. Well, what the difference a little bit of paint makes. Now that is just nasty looking. I used gray primer, ran out of gray primer, moved to black primer for a little bit of everything, and then I just covered everything in like a cherry red, bloody red, nasty color. So that is pretty gross looking already. We haven't even put skin on him yet. I believe I've caught the attention of some of my neighbors. They're giving me strange looks. So if you do this in your garage, you might want to go and explain to your neighbors what you're doing before they call the police on you and think you have a bloody corpse in your garage. Just a little warning there. Okay, so I've grafted the skin onto the corpse, and I just used regular 3mm clear plastic sheeting. The stuff right here, just happen to have it on hand. I apologize for all the crickets in the background. Hopefully you can hear me over them. But, you know, they just add to the whole Halloween effect, right? Okay. Well, anyway, you just take the plastic, you put it on the corpse, and you melt it down with a heat gun. And it's really all there is to it. It's not hard. It's actually very easy to do. You just want to make sure you do it in a well-ventilated area, because the fumes coming off of that plastic and the foam, they can't be good for you. So make sure you do it in a well-ventilated area. I just made sure that with the rib cage, and you can do this however you want, but I wanted kind of a tear in there so you can see the guts inside. There's another one there. And on the arms where we took out chunks of foam, I have tears in the skin so you can kind of see open sores, and I'm going to go through, and later on I'm going to paint some details. I might paint the pipe white in there to indicate the bone. The legs, I haven't quite done the feet yet. Give you a shot of the back. So yeah, that's all there is to it, and it's really cool because this plastic, it dries. It's rather hard and durable. So not only is it going to add to the skin effect for the corpse, it's actually going to help protect it from the elements. So looking forward to seeing what this guy's going to look like when we get the stain on, the final color. But be sure to check out the next video. We're going to be working on the head, so don't miss that one. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.